Ricky.
Cross!
Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm a singer.
Hi, my name is Peyton, and I am a dancer.
And today, what are we doing today?
Today, we are back with another comeback reaction that we are both incredibly excited for. Basically, the foundation of our channel. Golden Child had a comeback today!
Yes, so today we'll be reacting to Golden Child's new comeback called Rapapam. This is part of their new album, their second full album. And as Peyton kindly reminded me earlier, a revelation really. This is our first Golden Child reaction together since COVID.
Which is wild, because that was during our very first series ever.
I know.
Ever.
Obviously, in our excitement, we have watched every single teaser that has been released. And exciting news again, because we made it, fam.
We did it, fam! As you may know, if you've watched our other Woolen family reactions to the Woolen Rookies, Drippin' and Rocket Punch, then the last couple of comebacks that they've had, Woolen has asked us to react to their videos. And big exciting news, because they asked us once again and told us that Golden Child was having a comeback. We did it! We went from turning Anna into a Goldeness to being asked to react to Golden Child. I'm so proud!
So thank you for contacting us.
Oh yes, thank you for contacting us.
Glad that we are continuing this work relationship, I guess. Let's continue it further. But now that being said, let's
go!
Classic Woolen.
This is gonna be another very cinematic comeback.
Music video, storyline.
I'm so excited. Oh.
Okay. No! Alright.
It's so ballroom.
Because it's so like,
Yeah.
I said no one.
I got you though.
Thank you.
It's literally ballroom! Oh my god!
Two of your face. Oh. The beat like completely changed.
I need to. Okay. Just 10.
Because it's like super Latin. At least they're all together.
I was
this
just
time.
thinking that too!
Instead of like divided into groups. Oh no!
Oh no!
You gotta hydrate or you dehydrate.
I think it's also because the air is toxic.
Oh,
Yeah. Be careful!
He's always the one that goes out on his own.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, I can't tell who some of them are because of the mask.
Oh.
Why are they always getting shot?
That is so satisfying, that jump. No, don't sacrifice your. Oh, of course.
I don't think they would actually like show that.
No! This is his sword.
That was a nice run. I have not listened to the song since.
No! No! Clear sacrifice. It was not in vain.
Oh. I'm really sad now.
Oh my god, is it gonna be a series? I am just constantly in awe of Golden Child and how every release just gets better and better because they just keep getting better and better. I'm such a proud Goldeness. Also, clearly I enjoyed this a lot, like in the music video, but also now that I've gone back and focused on the song and the performance aspect, I also really liked that and I'm just in awe. So first of all, I said in the reaction, like, yeah, this is very ballroom. And then literally right after I said that, Changjun and Bomini had their like partner dance during their rap section, which like, side note, Taebomin, rap lines? You are a rap star, sir! It's like all he's ever wanted is to have rap, like a good rap part. I'm so proud. But talking more about the ballroom and like the style, when I was watching it, it seems very, from my perspective, very like similar to a Paso Doble. Like that's where the inspiration came from. And Paso Doble is one of the like Latin dances that is known for its strength and sort of its like power. And there's a lot of characteristics in this that were making me think that's where the inspiration came from. For one, there's a lot of stomping, and that's like a huge thing in Paso Doble because the Paso Doble dance is based on a matador holding the cape and like stomping and the bull fighting, all of that. So obviously there's a lot of stomping in this. The hold that they're doing in the chorus on the La Pam Pams is very like up, and this is literally
Their
like
arms.
the Paso Doble arms, yeah. And the details of it too are right down to the fingertips, which is also very similar to that style of dance because it's supposed to be like you're pulling the cape, that sort of thing. I was seeing that and I was like, wow. And it's not just like, oh, I can see the inspiration. It's that they're doing it so well. Like their posturing is very proud. It's very, we both just sat up so much straighter. Their posturing is very proud. It's very erect. Even when they're down on the ground, like the way they're holding their bodies when they're on their knees, they're sort of like pushed forward, like they're dragging. And the slides on their knees are another thing that's very big in the style of dance. So it was just so clear to me. Also, it's Golden Child, just a Woolim group in general. So we have to mention the fact that it's so synchronized, like 100% synchronized. And I mentioned during the reaction, like, oh, that jump is super satisfying. And it is. And people might be surprised how difficult it is to make a jump that synchronized. Every part of it is perfectly in sync. Like when you pause the video, they're even all at the same height where their legs are and like how far up their legs are behind them. And so it's just so satisfying. But what's more satisfying in my opinion are the parts that aren't as easy to synchronize, because obviously like the stomping, the clapping, like that you can kind of put on a beat and everyone can do it. But like for instance, the beginning of the chorus when Y and Juten in the respective choruses are doing something and they actually do it by themselves first, and it's a lot more like sensual. There's a lot more rolling in it. And then when everyone else joins them, they match to the style of the vocalist that's doing it because it's slightly different. So it's like just that perfect amount of detailed synchronization. I also feel the need, before I finish really quick, to actually touch on the music video itself, because I could go on and on and on about the dance, but clearly the music video enraptured us while we were reacting. So I'm like, I should probably mention it in my comments. Once again, actor Golden Child, like we expected something very cinematic. They just pull it off so well. Like the storyline clearly drew us in and also had us both feeling super emotional. Like we were really invested in it. I know at the end when Daeyeon got shot, you were like, I'm so sad, but I was over here straight up like, don't cry, don't cry. Like I could feel tears in my eyes. I was like, don't cry. But I really hope there's a follow-up because he does move at the end. So I'm like, repackage? Like, is that what we're gonna get? A studio album repackage?
Oh.
I used this.
I mean, it's a full album, so.
Exactly. Yeah, they're probably gonna repackage. That's why I was like, yeah. Also, they all just look really good. Like, wow. Wow. But yeah, obviously I really enjoyed this. The song and the performance has me on like an energy high right now, which is why I can't stop talking and I'm just like, wow! So I will be done. And now it's Anna's turn.
Hello, so it's time for my comments, and Peyton kind of mentioned I'm going to start off with, I apologize for not making music comments because I was just way too focused on the music video while watching it and the storyline. But anyways, for actual like music comments, wow, this is so Latin. Talking about the format of the song, because it is like your typical format, but there are a few like small different things that I found really interesting once I actually listened to the song all the way through, focused on it. So obviously there's like the typical like first verse, pre-chorus, chorus, second verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, ending chorus, right? That's normal. That's like the typical format of a K-pop song. But there are small things, like it's not uncommon for the first verse to be slightly longer than the second verse. But in this case, it's like the first verse was like sung melody, and then the second part that was added to make it longer was the rap section. Following in order is the pre-chorus, and the pre-choruses were very short. You notice the pre-chorus because it's like the genre change, the style change. Lately, I've been hearing a lot of pre-choruses that are like divided into two halves, and then like this is the instrumental for this, and then like you'll add the beat, build up, percussion for the second half into the chorus drop. But this pre-chorus was only like a couple of lines, and then you go straight into the chorus. So I found that really interesting. I think it's sort of like because you don't want a break from that common theme that's been playing throughout the entire song, like it's there during the verses and the chorus and just like the rest of the song. Y'all know the one that I'm talking about. It's like the sort of bass synthy line that you hear, but along with like the other percussion layers on top of it. And then the chorus is actually on like the longer side. The chorus is split into two parts, kind of. What's also been common in K-pop lately is like two halves of a chorus, and one half will be more melodic singing, and then the other half will be like more beats or like chants to focus on the dancing. And this song has that, like the beginning is like the more melodic, and then next come in the rum-pa-pa-pum sort of Groot chant anthem style. But then after that, you hear singing again for a little bit, and then the rum-pa-pums again for a little bit. So it's like, makes it extra long. I was about to go into song structure of like A, B, A. Yeah. But I was like, maybe not. It's like A, B, lowercase a, lowercase b, because it's like a variation of the section. And then you go into the second verse. One thing that I liked about the second verse is that it like feels more muffled and pulled back to like show a little bit of a difference. Like even on the voice, there's been an effect put on the singing voice. But in the second chorus, before the bridge, they add the addition of the rap again, and then you go into the bridge, and the bridge is when the theme isn't there again. It pulls back, the genre changes. Although there's some interesting percussion in the bridge. I was hearing this sort of like clicking noise, and I was like, that's not a clap sound. And I was like, are those castanets? But I didn't have time to look up what a castanet sound is like, so maybe, probably, because it's like a Latin themed song and performance.
It's also used in Pasito.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that.
I didn't realize there were sounds in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, nice. Before I go into my comments about the final chorus, I need to explain the chorus more. So it starts out with the melody, like I said. The very first thing that you hear is the oohs, and then it goes into like sung words. I find it really interesting because it's like the ooh line, like that singular line rising out, is mimicked. In the instrumental, there's a lot of these like singular synth lines that are sort of wispy sounding in the way that they've been mixed in, and they'll just like rise up, which could connect to a lot of things in the music video, but yeah, anyway. But for the final chorus, the reason why I think it's amazing is because in the beginning of the final chorus, you get the oohs again, but it doesn't go into like the sung words. You just continue with these oohs, amazing, wonderful ad-lib runs down. There's that run down to end it. But yeah, now I'm done and I talked for very long. I apologize.
That's fine. I'm going to TLDR. TLDR is, today is Golden Child Comeback Day, the day that we have been waiting for a very long time. And it's finally here and we're so excited. Congratulations. Obviously, it's so obvious from our reaction, from our comments, that we really enjoyed it. Like, we enjoyed the music video. It really drew us in. The storytelling, their acting was really entrancing. And then there were just so many interesting things in the song and in the dance, which we kind of expected because it's Golden Child, but also it's just nice to get to talk about and get to experience again with new music. We're really excited to go listen to the rest of the album because there's so many unit songs and Daeyeo's solo song, and wow, I just really love them a lot. I know you do too.
Yeah.
I'm so like
Yeah. But that being said, if you would like to talk more about this release, this comeback, about Golden Child with us, or anything really, but like Golden Child, then feel free to contact us on our socials, which are linked in the cards. And as always, if you enjoyed this reaction video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and bye!